For the geometric progression, 20, 25, 5, 1, 1 over 4, 1, 1 over 4. Okay, so 25, 1, 1 over 4. Find the common ratio. So how do we find the common ratio? To find the common ratio, this is the common ratio. The symbol for common ratio is R. So you get any two terms that are next to one another. You can get 20 and 5. You get 5. You divide by the previous term. 5 divided by 20. So 5 divided by 20. You say 5 divided by 20. 0.25. 0.25. 5 divided by 20 is 0.25. That's how we find the common ratio. We get the two terms that are next to each other. 5 over 20. This is the common ratio R, 0.25. Find the next question is saying find the nth term. How do we find the nth term? Nth term of a GP, you say nth term of a GP is equal to AR to the power n minus 1, nth term. Or you can write this way, you can say Tn stands for nth term, AR to the power n minus 1. Or you can write this way, it's one and the same. You can write this, or you can write this. Nth term is the same as Tn. So the nth term of a geometric progression GP, remember this is a geometric progression, and then this is the nth term of a GP. Okay, so A is the first term. The first term, looking at the sequence, the first term is 20. So where there is A, you put a 20. Common ratio we have already found in question 1. In question 1, the common ratio is 0.25. So we put it here inside the brackets, n minus 1. So this is the answer. So this is the answer. Then question 3. Find the sum of the first 8 terms. Find the sum of the first 8 terms. How do we find the sum of the first 8 terms? Remember, at the back of the paper, you are going to find that there are two formulas. The formula, they give the formulas here. So you go where it is written series geometric progression. So this is the sum of a geometric progression, where common ratio is less than 1, where common ratio is greater than 1. So now, which one are we going to pick between the two? Is it where common ratio is less than 1 or where common ratio is greater than 1? Let's try to look at the common ratio that we have found, 0.25. Is 0.25 less than 1 or greater than 1? Of course, it is less than 1. 0.25 is starting with 0, so it is less than 1. So the common ratio is less than 1, so we get this formula where common ratio is less than 1. But if we found the common ratio to be, let's say, if the common ratio was 3 or 4, meaning 4 is greater than 1, we could have picked this formula. But since common ratio is 0.25, which is less than 1, we pick this formula where common ratio is less than 1. So this is the formula that we are going to go to copy. So copy this formula. Sn is equal to A 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. This is the formula. Why copying this formula? Because the common ratio is less than 1 that we have found. So sum of what? This is the formula for sum. Sum of what? 8 terms. Sum of 8 terms. So where there is n, you put 8. Because we are finding sum of 8 terms. So the first term, A is the first term. First term is what? According to the sequence is 20. Okay. 1 minus R, common ratio. Common ratio we have found is 0.25. This is the common ratio. We put it here. 0.25. To the power n. N is, how many terms are we adding? We are saying sum of the first 8 terms. We are adding 8 terms. So we put to the power n. To the power 8, sorry. 1 minus common ratio 0.25. So 1 minus R is common ratio 0.25. S8 is equal to 20. 1 minus 0.25 to the power 8. So we can say 1 minus open brackets 1 minus open in brackets 0.25 close brackets to the power, you can say to the power 8 to the power 8. So we say this is the symbol for power. Okay, this is the symbol for power. So to the power, this is the symbol for for power. This is power 8. You do like this. So this is the answer, 0.99123484741 over 1 minus 0.25. 1 minus 0.25. 1 minus 0.25, 0.75. Okay, so 1 minus, you can say 1 minus, open brackets, open brackets, 0.25 to the power, this is where the power is, power 8, this is 8, power 8. Okay, you get what equals. Okay, sorry, here I need to remove 1 minus because the answer is already found here, 0.99. Okay, then I should multiply this number by the 20 outside. This number multiplied by 20 outside. So you say multiply by 20. So I get 19.9996948 over 0.75. So I need to divide now by 0.75. 0.75. I get 26.66625977. So the sum of 8 terms will be 26.7 to 3 significant figures, 26.7. So the answer is 26.7, somewhere there. So now it's very important to make sure that you follow the instructions, because the instructions, they are very clear. Cell phones are not allowed in the examination room. If the degree of accuracy is not specified in the question and that the answer is not exact, give the answer to 3 significant figures. So it's important that we give the answer to 3 significant figures. Then give answers in degrees to 1 decimal place. If you are finding an angle, the answer should be rounded off to 1 decimal place. But if you are finding other measurements like distance, area, volume, the answer should be correct to 3 significant figures. Then the instruction for section A, the instructions are very clear. You answer all questions. But for section B, you answer any 4 questions. So for section A, this is section A, you answer everything in section A. Equally, this is section A, But for section B, how many questions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 questions. So you need to pick 4 questions. If you want, you can pick question 7, question 8, question 9, question 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or any questions that are very simple, you can pick 4 questions out of 6 questions. Thank you very much.